And we'll head right into this next segment by joining this field of 9 Delaware-owned or bred pacers. Keep your eye on number 5, 45 Red, the experienced 12-year-old in the race, as he heads behind the starting gate over the First State Capital's 5/8 mile oval, Bally's Dover. Take it away, announcer Jack Gallagher.
There goes Angelo out for the lead. Also, we have Brutus Bayama between horses. That's Due West as they make their way into the first turn. Angelo with Brutus Bayama. Velocity Ian has the rail. Getting away in fourth, Due West, racing up in the inside. That's Senior McCrae. Followed by 45 Red, off-stride Velocity Ian. Then it's American Rock, followed by the trailers, Power Sweet, and at the end, that's Half Cut. Quarter time, 27 4/5. Field makes the way by the stands on the way toward the half. Angelo is on top. Brutus Bayama races second. Due West got away third. In fourth now, that's Senior McCrae. Followed by 45 Red in fifth, racing sixth, American Rock. Then it's Power Sweet, about 3 lengths to Half Cut, out of it after a break. Velocity Ian. They make the way into the clubhouse turn on the way toward the half. And Angelo leads Brutus Bayama. Due West got away third, racing fourth, Senior McCrae. Moving to the outside, 45 Red, trying to follow his American Rock. Down inside, Power Sweet. Then there's a gap back to Half Cut. 57 2/5. Field races over toward the back stretch with Angelo having the lead. That's 45 Red all the way up on the outside now to go after the leader, and 45 Red up to get a short lead. Angelo's got the rail. Out comes Brutus Bayama. 2 lengths to Due West. Dropping back American Rock toward the inside, Senior McCrae, forced 3 wide is Power Sweet. 3/4 in 125 3/5. They make the way around the final turn. Angelo and Brutus Bayama, those two are right together, about 3 lengths. That's 45 Red and Brutus Bayama together. Then there's a gap back on the outside. Due West trying to get by Angelo. They're at the top of the stretch now. And they straighten away. And on the outside, Brutus Bayama battles 45 Red coming through the stretch. 45 Red, a short lead. 45 Red is going to make it. No, maybe not. 45 Red does hold on. Then it's Brutus Bayama. Way back in third is Due West in 154 3.
After a couple of years, 45 Red finds his way back to victory lane with a 154 3 win. Pat Barry was in the driver's seat for the 12-year-old pacer who paid almost $30 to win. 45 Red is owned by George and Tina Dennis and trained by Joe Columbo, who we caught up with to find out more about this older warrior. All right, Joe, before we get to 45 Red, let's talk about how time flies. You and I were mentioning this the other day. I thought it'd been like working for the Dennises for 5 years. It's like I've been a lot longer.
Yeah, right around 10, I think. Long time. It flies.
Now, couple babies later, few training titles later, Buffalo Bills have been playing good. Life is good, you know?
That's right. No Super Bowls, though. But the kids make it worth it, I guess, right?
Yeah, they do. They keep you young.
Or wear you out.
One or the other. There's no middle ground to that. All right. Speaking about older, let's talk about an older horse, and it's a 45 Red. He's 12, and actually, he's a stallion, but when I was around him in the paddock, he certainly doesn't act like a stallion.
No, he's pretty quiet for a stallion. Every once in a while, I'll find a girl that he really likes, but only when he comes off the racetrack after, like, jogging. Sometimes he'll get a little worked up, but other than that, like in the barn, you wouldn't even know he was a stud.
Now, he came into the stable in 2017, so you've been there as long as he's been there, because that's a long time that you've had him. He's had a pretty good amount of starts, except for that 1 year. I want to say maybe 2021. There was only 10 starts. What was the story there?
Yeah, he had a little bit of a suspensory issue, but that's cleared up since then. But he's been a really good horse the whole time we've had him. Really, I mean, from when we first got him from the sale at Harrisburg, I mean, he jumped right in the stable and started, kicking butt.
one of the things is he is 12. He is a veteran. Getting up there in age. He does have to retire at the end of his 14-year-old year. And I think George and Tina are sort of known for keeping their horses, finding homes for their horses. So what do you anticipate? This guy's going to be around for, well, a couple more years anyway.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they keep their horses. They like to take care of them. I mean, he's a really nice-looking guy, so I don't know where. I'm sure he'll find a nice spot, nice home. You know, he's been good to us, so I'm sure they'll be good to him.
This is completely off topic. Every time I interview Joe, he's got a piece of gum in his mouth. Or is this an addiction, and what kind of gum is it?
I'm just trying to stay fresh, you know, a little extra.
All right. Well, I love having you on. A little extra airtime for Joe Columbo. That's what we just before the interview. Also, a little behind the scenes. We had Carlo Policino walking by, kind of making fun. People like to try to get Joe to laugh and stuff, and we said, you know, the man is in demand. That's right. So, well, thanks for being on the show again.
No problem.